Hi, I'm Kira Phelan.
And I'm Brett Phelan, and we live in Ashland, Oregon. Kira and I lived off-grid for many years, most of our relationships, about 11 years now. We came to Ashland, however, with a different idea, and that is to extend our alternative energy lifestyle to our vehicles. We built the 1973 VW Transporter into an electric vehicle at first, and then added solar panels to the vehicle.
After we did the conversion, we built the interior. I put in a kitchen, a sink, a stove, and we put in new seats and new flooring. And then we made the solar panels tip up so that we could have a tent space and sleeping area. So we totally converted this transporter bus into a camping mobile that we could enjoy with our family.
What makes this solar electric vehicle really possible and really viable is the fact that we're tipping our panels. So if you notice this 1200 watt array, it tips up with these electric actuators. So I have some switches in the back, and I can lift this up. It takes about 1 minute to raise fully. So as you can see, there's no gasoline motor whatsoever. We've replaced it with this 100-pound electric motor, which ends up producing about twice the power as the original VW motor. That was usually kind of a issue with these vehicles, is although it was efficient, this motor that was normally in these VWs, it was really weak. A lot of people ask, there's no gas at all? And the answer is no, it's just completely electric, this situation. So I did maintain the original transmission in this vehicle, so I do still have reverse and gears and a clutch, so I can pretty much drive it just like a normal vehicle. My education began quite early. My father basically put a wrench in my hand probably at least by the time I was 4 or 5. Formally, I did go to Michigan Technological University. I did finish my degree after quitting a few times and going back, and got a Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, and worked with Ford Motor Company, Jaguar Motor Company in England, doing Camaros and Chevelles and those kind of cars, but eventually wanted to get more into alternative energy. And so pretty much with solar power and electricity, I'm self-taught. The way I feel these vehicles can really help people is not maybe what you think. I think this is a very green vehicle. I think having the solar power coming directly down is very efficient. It's right on the vehicle, so it instantly gets to the batteries with not a lot of loss. And we're totally contained. There's no carbon monoxide coming out of this vehicle. And so yeah, it can be considered a very green vehicle. The process of developing this vehicle started with off-grid living. So my wife and I and my 2 kids lived off-grid before we moved to Oregon for about 10 years, I guess, and we developed relatively elaborate off-grid living situations. The cost of this project at this point is probably well over $50,000. So as I said, there's a lot of things in here that we kind of spared no expense with because we wanted a certain lifestyle and comforts. Well, I think the strengths of this vehicle are pretty obvious, that we don't have to mosey up to the gas station if we don't want to. Of course, it's not a high performance vehicle. I don't take corners fast. I'm not really interested in that. But yeah, it's definitely not a performance vehicle in the race car kind of theme. As far as someone else creating a vehicle like this, there is going to be some homework, and that's pretty much all there is to it. I don't want anybody to ever be intimidated by this because it has electronics and computer control involved. It's all straightforward. It's just slow and steady. You do your homework, and you'll be able to do it.
Solar power!